Dave?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good. All right, so I think this is going to be a kind of a quick podcast tonight. Not too much to talk about other than Raw and SmackDown and a couple other things, and the special announcement about the show. So let's jump right into Raw last night. We had a pretty good main event. We had an update on Strowman and Reigns. The kind of I'm not sure if there was anything on the women's title update on who might be the number one contender, but I think we can all assume Bayley's going to get her rematch against Alexa Bliss, I guess, at Extreme Rules. And Cesaro and Sheamus heel turn, and maybe anything else you guys want to talk about that happened on Raw. I know Dave wasn't too interested in Raw last night, as he posted on Twitter, so he may not have too much to talk about. So we'll go to Justin first. Justin, anything in particular from Raw last night that you enjoyed?
In my personal opinion, the best part of Raw was the first, I'd say, 30 minutes of the women. Everything else after that was like whatever.
Okay, so you didn't really care for the main event of Raw?
I'm not gonna lie, I was watching the Spurs game. I didn't even watch the main event.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so that was just pretty much Raw in a nutshell. I think everybody. I don't know. I saw people online say that they liked it. I saw people online say that they didn't really care for Raw last night. I didn't really care for it too much, but I thought the main event was really good. But what about you, Dave? Anything in particular you want to touch on from Raw last night?
See, I think the opening segment kind of felt a little flat. They went into like a 30-minute match or whatever it was, or a 30-minute segment in plus match. I think that felt a little flat, and it was good that they got it, but I just was so disinterested in watching that, honestly. I mean, to me, it wasn't that good. I mean, let's say it was bad, or the match or the segment was bad, but I mean, I just wasn't really into them just trying to like force all their whole division in one match and just doing it like that, just to get it out. It seemed like they did it just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
I didn't care for that too much. I mean, I'm sure there was some other stuff on the show I liked. I can't really recall. I'd call it the moment because mostly, like Justin, I wasn't watching the Spurs, but I was watching the Tigers and Indians. I mean, that's what I was doing most of the night.
Now, I will say the Ambrose stuff was pretty good. It was funny.
Yes, agreed.
The interviews, they were good.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I must say I'm getting excited for Finn versus Bray because, we're going to see the Demon.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. And then...
what's up, man? How you doing?
Again, so...
Yeah, I mean, I had a problem. I know why they did it, and I get why they did the main event like that. But still, I mean, it was so obviously coming. You could see it coming how... Oh, sorry to spoil this, Justin, but... I mean, first you had... Who was it first? Joe. First you had Joe come out. And then you had Bray come out. And, I mean, it was obvious that Miz was going to win. And that stuff, like I said, the Ambrose was great. I mean, it was funny. It was especially I really wanted Rollins to win after that little interview because, man, the tension there was so good between those guys. It was just great.
Ambrose,
I mean, just like
USIC title material.
People talk about how The Miz has had such a great year. I mean, whatever. If you want to get to him, fine. But I think Ambrose has been really good lately. At least really lately with his mic skills and everything. Like he's always been really entertaining, but lately it seems like the last few months he's really starting to pick up a lot of steam and be really good. Like that first night on Raw with The Miz, that stuff was hilarious. Just calling him Cena and Nikki. I mean,
yeah,
he's clicking all cylinders right now.
Bring back Cena. I thought Raw wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I think it was okay, I guess. But I thought the main event was really good. Even though maybe it seemed predictable, I still enjoyed the main event. I thought the match was really good. Balor and Rollins have really good chemistry, and I got to give it to The Miz. He held his own as well. My only thing is I don't really care for seeing The Miz and Dean Ambrose again.
It's like SmackDown replay
for the title, but it is what it is. I knew KO would win because he had the U.S. Well, and Jericho's leaving.
Yeah, that's obvious.
But
a big prediction right there.
Yeah. So I guess not too much to touch on Raw because you two guys weren't very interested into it last night, which is
There's
not.
better, on-
I'm sorry.
there's better games on TV than Raw, honestly.
When will Cena be back? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you, my friend. Um,
Um,
I haven't heard any news of when he may come back. I would say maybe around SummerSlam time, possibly.
I know there's a movie coming out this month, so he's going to be promoting that. So
Okay.
it's not a direct-to-DVD movie like normal. It's like a movie that's actually going to hit theater, more than one theater.
All right. So, how long are they going to keep the Titus brand gimmick going? I don't mind the Titus brand gimmick.
I like it. Yeah, agreed. I like it. It helps Apollo especially. But I
Roman-
was
Something to do, that's the good part about it.
Maybe I don't know. Reigns wasn't on Raw last night. Either was Strowman. They said they're going to come out with an update. Jericho, Angle said that they are hurt. He said Reigns had a torn rotator cuff, so that means he's going to be out for a while. I would assume.
So that was Strowman actually with the torn rotator.
Oh, it's Strowman.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Strowman. What did they say about Reigns?
the torn rotator cuff or is that TV line?
That's what he said.
Yeah,
That
that's what he
storyline?
said. I saw, of course, storyline. Yeah.
I don't know. Boy, he took out he really went at that door. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone got hurt doing that.
3 straight Raws without Reigns now. I haven't even noticed. I didn't know it was that many. It said Reigns cracked ribs and internal injuries. Okay.
There you go. That's what they said. Yeah.
Roman taking time out to mourn brother and refresh character.
He was already off for 2 weeks before that, but okay.
I'm curious to see how he's going to refresh his character.
He's going to take the fat jacket off?
He's never going to be loved ever. Unless he does some kind of crazy...
There's nothing he can do.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's one thing. He could reunite with Rollins and Ambrose. That's the only thing he can do.
Yeah, and even then they might get like boo and cheers. How come Brock doesn't have to defend his title every day, 30-day period? Because Brock doesn't.
Exactly.
That's the only reason why it's that he can do that. It's because it's Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, it is what it is. He is going to.
They're smart.
He said that he is going to wrestle at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. Great name, huh? But if y'all guys could predict one guy to face him at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, who do you guys think it might be? I'll go with you first, Dave.
Strowman.
You got Strowman? Okay.
I think that'd be the wise choice.
I would say, yeah, it's Strowman, but for them, knowing them, they're going to throw Reigns in there somehow, some way. Hopefully not.
Okay.
I think it'll be like the payback match, though, honestly. Like with Rollins versus Brock, was that last year? Or 2 years ago? You know, when they did it like that, you had Undertaker pop up. I think it would be...
Extreme Rules, right? Then you have Great Balls of Fire, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know what may happen between then and there, and if they may have Rollins, or they may throw in Balor, or they may throw in, someone just to save Rollins or Strowman till SummerSlam. But we'll see what they do. But Strowman and Brock is probably the more likely of the feuds that are coming up next. But Extreme Rules, we're going to probably see Strowman and Reigns again. Probably more maybe type of a stretcher, ambulance, some kind of Extreme Rules match. You think it'll be for the number one contender?
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about the brawling. I wouldn't be surprised, even though we see it all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a last man standing match.
Or yeah, with some kind of stipulation.
Yeah, something like that, where it's where it's going to be like the last man left standing, of course.
Right. Yeah. Again, this is Get the Tables podcast, episode number 60. I'm your host, Tony, and my two co-hosts, Lazar, Dave, and Justin. We are live every Tuesday night. That's about to change. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. But anyways, let's move on to SmackDown Live tonight. We had a couple things go on SmackDown Live. We had obviously the debut of appreciate the invite of followers. Thank you. Appreciate that. We had the debut of Chris Jericho on SmackDown Live. Did you see it?
And the departure.
That being a beast at softball? No, I did not. Jericho finally debuted on SmackDown Live finally, which I thought was cool. They had AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in there, all kind of getting, man, what a triple threat match that would have been. If they ever decide to have that maybe down the line. Appreciate the share on Twitter. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the hearts. Really, really thank y'all. Appreciate that. We also had the women, what is their names? The women by committee? The welcoming committee.
That is so freaking stupid. Oh my God. Can you call them something else?
Appreciate the invited followers. That's so nice. Thanks. Yeah, what is up with that? The welcoming committee.
That is so stupid.
It is. It's really dumb.
I want Ellsworth. Here's what I want to say about that really quick. I want Ellsworth to change his look and come out in like a suit and just be like their manager. Because Ellsworth is great. I love watching Ellsworth on. He's so funny.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if has Charlotte. Okay, because I can't refresh my memory. Refresh my memory, please. Has Charlotte ever been a face ever? Like, was she a face in NXT?
First came out when they debuted Becky. And what's it called when they first came to the main roster?
Right. She was a face then.
Faces in, yeah. I don't think she was in NXT though, because she was joined with Sasha, and they were like the best friends or whatever. It was Sasha, Summer, and Charlotte, I believe. Originally was those three, I believe.
Right, it's kind of awkward seeing her as a heel. I mean, I'm sorry, a face because.
Yeah, no, it's different. And I even, in the back of my mind, I even thought, hey, Charlotte's gonna turn or something like that, or jump off the apron or something. But yeah, I like what they're doing with her.
My question to you guys, they kind of teased it tonight, where the welcoming committee, and I can't believe I'm calling them that, which is Carmella, Natalya, James Ellsworth, and Tamina. Am I missing someone? I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And they're trying to recruit Becky Lynch, basically, to join them against Charlotte and Naomi. And I put it on Twitter, and it was kind of 50-50. And I had even had like maybe 15 to 20 votes, and it was actually 50-50. And I asked, did you want to see Becky Lynch turn heel? Which I don't think she's ever been a heel either. I can't remember.
In NXT she was. Yeah. NXT, her and Sasha were the heels.
See, I can't remember that. I can't. Honestly, the way she is and the way she talks, I can't imagine her as a heel. But anyways, did you want to see her turn heel tonight? I'll go with you, Justin, first.
I mean, I don't think you really can, because who are the faces right now besides Naomi and now Charlotte? That would be 2 against like 5 heels. I think that wouldn't even out.
Right.
I mean, I guess
that's the best way to do it. You know, that's almost the best way to do it, though. Have more heels than faces, simply because, you know, it works better. The odds are always against you, and that's what works for.
I do see Justin's point, though, because my goodness, you would see a lot of matches repeated over and over. I mean, you still do, anyways, but.
When they did those 3 different versions of when they put them all on different teams and all that stuff.
Isn't a great wrestler, though. That's a good.
I disagree with that. I think she's really good. She's trained by Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor.
You could rate the women right now from 1 to 5.
Ooh, that's tough.
We'll give you a couple of minutes to think about it. 1 to 5. Obviously, 1 being the best, 5 being, not the best, obviously.
At SmackDown or both shows?
Any show, both shows in the WWE period.
Tough.
I'll give you a few minutes.
That is pretty hard.
Like wrestling skills or just like their gimmick?
Who you watch and they entertain you the most. It's your opinion. It's not, if you think Becky Lynch is number 1, it's you think Becky Lynch is number 1. I mean, there's no. I mean, it's all who you think is your. We had Charlotte, Alexa, Sasha, Becky, Bayley. Okay. Let's think about it. I'll give you a few more minutes to think about it. I'll give you guys mine. I'll go 5 to 1. Right now, I would say 5 on who I at least I enjoy, but not as much. I would say Naomi. I think Naomi's not too bad.
Okay.
Naomi, I'd put 5. Number 4, I'd put Sasha. I like Sasha a lot, but she's kind of turning kind of corny on me. Um, her mic skills to me could be better.
A lot better, yes.
3, I would have to put Charlotte. I like Charlotte. Don't really care. I don't like anything really dislike about Charlotte other than don't really care for her be her face gimmick now. 2, I would say, oh, man, I would have to go Bailey, and then number 1, Alexa Bliss. I think Alexa Bliss has been killing it lately, and I don't really have any negative to. Are we watching the same wrestling? I don't know if that's what kind of is that like me saying that you and me have the same list or something? What about you, Dave? What do you got? 5-1.
Who I really enjoy watching right now, I'd go Mickey James at 5.
Okay.
I would go Natalia because I enjoy this heel character of hers. I like it. And she's probably the best wrestler there. Let's be honest. She probably is. Like, literally, Matt wrestler. She's probably the best there. 3, I'll say Becky. And 2, I would say Alexa. And I'll say 1 is Charlotte. I think Charlotte is changed.
That's funny. Okay, what about you, Justin?
I'll go 5 Natalia. I'll say 4 Bailey, 3 Sasha, 2 Charlotte, and 1 Alexa. Alexa Bliss is on fire right now.
I think Alexa Bliss right now is the best in WWE. Other than it's kind of close with Charlotte.
Well, the only reason I put Charlotte over Alexa is because Charlotte has improved over the past year so much. And no offense to Alexa, she's just been doing this a very short time, less than a year. I put Charlotte ahead of her because Charlotte has just been killing on her promos and the past year. Not a lot on Raw lately, or on SmackDown lately, but Raw over the past year since WrestleMania last year. I mean, I think Charlotte's just been killing it for the whole year.
Hey, Texas Kid, if you don't mind, when is our 1-year anniversary of doing the podcast? I forgot the date. I got to write it down.
Money in the Bank.
If you don't mind putting it out, I think it's the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
And then I myself would have put Nikki on there, but since she's not wrestling, I'm not even going to add her to that list right now.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know you're a valid Nikki fan. Okay, so Money in the Bank. All right.
I'm just surprised you put Sasha on there, or Sasha on Bailey, because you don't really care for Bailey.
I know I don't, but she's all right in the ring, though. I mean,
I put Nikki on mine just because I like her.
Right now, it's just I don't know what the hell.
So Money in the Bank pay-per-view, before we move on, will be our 1-year anniversary of doing these podcasts. We got quite a following, so we appreciate that. We're almost at 300 followers. We're already at over 100,000 hearts on Periscope, so we really appreciate that. Almost at 200 followers on Twitter, so that's awesome. We thank y'all. So we'll do another giveaway. It would be the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It would be a SmackDown pay-per-view. Unfortunately, Justin will not be with us. Like I said, he's going to be having surgery. He's going to be out for 3 months or so. So maybe he'll be tuning in via Periscope on his phone. Maybe he can chime in on what he thought if he's even capable of watching. So just wanted to throw that out there. So if y'all guys can please hit that follow button, hit that share hit that shares on Twitter. We really do appreciate those. The hearts are welcomed as well. All right, so let's move on to SmackDown. Before we touch on Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens, we had Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn. Of course, you had the guys on Twitter going nuts about Sami Zayn, of course, being in this match because everybody knew Sami Zayn is going to lose. So what did you think of the Jinder Mahal and Sami Zayn match, Justin?
It was okay. I mean, like you just said, you knew Sami Zayn was going to lose. This was just basically an enhancement match for Jinder Mahal right now.
Correct. Do you enjoy? Are you one of the people that dislike the Jinder push and him being the number 1 contender right now?
No, I don't mind it. I mean, it's something different. We have never seen this before. I mean, just because it's something different, I'm okay with it.
Okay, all right.
I don't mind one bit.
Are you at least interested in his gimmick, the group that he has? What are they called? What is his tag team called?
The Bollywood Boys?
No, They're called something different in W. What do they call them? The Gender Boys, the Chinder Twins. Is that what they called them?
Oh, I didn't hear that. I don't know. I know they're the Sin brothers, but other than that,
The Sting Brothers. There you go. Yeah, that's what
that's their names. I know it's just their names, but yeah.
that's what they call them. That's what they call them. So I mean, what about you, Dave?
I don't mind it because someone like this, and they changed his. They changed him from when he first won the match too. When he first won the 6-pack challenge, he came out as the normal jobber gender. But these last couple weeks, he's been coming out in suits and new music, and that big limo making him look like a star. So I mean, I like how they're doing it. He's getting just like Reigns is getting booed. People say he's not over it. Well, he's still getting a reaction. Jinder is getting heat, and that's really all that matters. People hate him. They're booing him.
Right. Rather it being that they hate that he's being in that spot, or they hate his character that he's getting.
And the anti-America character is always going to work.
No, that's not a good question, Texas Kid for Life. That's actually a very stupid question. I can't believe you asked that question.
What question is that?
Yes, who is better, Bray Wyatt or Jinder Mahal?
Oh my God.
There we go. There we go. The variant of wrestlers that he does. Unless you're the Miz or Rollins, he doesn't like you.
Where's the Architect? I know the Architect is in here. That's the Texas Kid's #1 fan, and vice versa. Wrong.
Unless it's Rollins or the Miz, he doesn't like him.
It's not better than Kevin Owens. Oh my God.
Did he say that? Did he say that?
That's what I thought you said.
No, Bray Wyatt. He said Bray Wyatt.
Oh.
Same thing, pretty much, basically. All right, so like the title says, bye-bye Chris Jericho, or thank you, Chris Jericho. Jericho is, it's unless you're living underneath a rock, Jericho is leaving the WWE, not for good or anything, but for a little while. He's going on tour with his band for a summer tour. There's no.
Also, there was some news that broke today about Jericho.
It's Fozzy music, right? It's going to be the theme song for the NXT.
Yeah, Judas.
Special.
You can listen to that. It's a pretty good song.
Yeah, Jericho will be gone for a little while. There's no timetable, because he is said to keep his return a surprise. Unless he doesn't like to leak it out. So who knows when he'll be back? So he will be missed greatly. If you could think about it, in the last couple of months, what has been your favorite match with Chris Jericho?
Or how about rivalry? That's hard to do like one match or the past.
Yeah, you could do rivalry. That's good.
Mine, if I go first, mine has to be that Ambrose and Jericho rivalry. I just love that rivalry. That was just great to me. Even though the team friendship thing was funny, or whatever it was called, but I just think Ambrose and Jericho with Mitch the Plant and Jericho's jacket. I mean, the thumbtacks. I mean, that was just great. Some great stuff. I really think that helped Ambrose a lot too.
Yes,
I agree. I have to agree. That's my favorite as well.
Yeah, I think that one was. I mean, it's honestly, it's really tough to pick probably one feud that Jericho has done. That
cage match they did was freaking awesome. I mean, you didn't see the thumbtacks coming either. And it's like, especially WWE today.
I mean, and kudos to Jericho as well for constantly putting over talent and being the guy that doesn't matter. He'll definitely be the guy that takes one for the team, and doesn't matter if he's losing or winning. He's out there giving it 100%. So it's an awesome thing for him. Wish him nothing but the best. But let's get into the match. He put over Fandango, not Styles. Well, I mean, that's not probably his particular choice. I'm sure he would have put Styles over in heartbeat.
How did he not put Styles over? I mean,
choice.
He helped get Styles acquire, or whatever the word is, to work the WWE style. I mean, he did lose the AJ on Monday Night Raw, which more people see.
Their Mania, yeah.
Yeah, more people see Raw than you see the WWE Network, because more people watch Raw than watch the network.
Right.
And then Fastlane. AJ Styles even said it himself. He didn't need to win WrestleMania. He was there. He made it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't care if he won or lost.
What did he do the next night on Raw?
Yeah. So the
And
U.S.
then he do the next once. Jeez. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
US title match: Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens gets the win. Then pretty much takes out Jericho, which was pretty, it was going to happen. He was going to take out Jericho. Pretty much takes them out, and that's the end of that storyline for now. We're gonna get AJ Styles and Kevin Owens at Backlash.
It should be good.
So far, the Backlash card right now, writing it down as we speak, it will be Styles and Owens. We got Jinder Mahal and Orton, and then we have the Fashion Police.
That was funny.
That was
funny.
I mean, they just, you know what? I will take the gender push. If you give me guys like Fandango and Breeze getting pushed too, I will take it. I will take gender. If you're going to push other guys like that. Sin Cara tonight. I was blown away.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Zayn, you're going to probably see Zayn and Corbin.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And you're going to see Nakamura and Dolph. All we're missing is the women's match. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then probably some random match, of course. And it's 6 women's tag, probably, maybe.
I would assume it's going to be a six-woman tag, yes.
Fandango is terrible. Of course you would think that. Texas Kid for life.
Terrible? Have you ever watched him wrestle?
The gimmick, but he's not.
He's not terrible. I mean, Johnny Curtis is a good damn wrestler.
Yes.
Oh, nobody gets that reference. Nobody, sorry. Fandango's a good wrestler, sorry.
Right, so that's pretty much our wrestling review for tonight. I mean, it was not much really to touch on.
Just to touch on that match, I thought it was better than Payback. And I loved how they sent Jericho out getting I just thought it was a good match. I really enjoyed that match. I thought it was good.
An average... Why? I don't care about that. Someone just put a thing about a mattress. I mean, really? I don't give a shit about that. Celtics and Wizards overtime. Oh, sweet. Did you ever cover indie wrestling? Do you ever cover indie wrestling? I mean, the only indie wrestling popular here is not popular, but there's Wrestling Circus that I hear is getting very popular, and that's in Austin. I'm thinking I want to check out a show there eventually one day. But no, we don't really touch too much on indie wrestling itself.
Isn't everything indie wrestling if it's not WE, so it's indie wrestling? I mean, so...
I guess you can say that.
I mean, why is it called indie wrestling? What, because they're just smaller markets? I mean, I hate that term in a way. Indie market, because really, if besides WE's the only wrestling, I mean, and everyone else is indies, I mean, I don't really like that term, but...
like ROH, PWG, shit like that. We do touch on ROH, TNA, TNA a bit. More ROH, more. But not so much other things like that. We more touch base more on WWE because that's more of our audience. I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes is going to be at Wrestle Circus. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to see him. They have a lot of good wrestlers go to Wrestle Circus. I gotta check.
I heard a lot of good stuff about PWG, though.
I'm sorry?
I heard a lot of good stuff about PWG. I mean, you always hear, like, Owens and Sami Zayn talking about being really good, being really professional place.
Mm-hmm. So. I met him at WrestleCade. Oh, yeah, WrestleCade. I went to when I went to WrestleMania, I went to one of the wrestle shows. Can't think of the name of it. WrestleCon? It might have been WrestleCon. Can't think of the name, but it was cool. Car was blue like that old song. Oh, God. I'm blue. Jesus. But, all right, the special announcement about the show was this. We are going to start doing shows every other week now because we find ourselves sometimes having shows like this where there's not much to talk about, and we're just kind of winging it through the night. We had a show on Sunday, not very much to talk about from a day from now. So we're going to start doing shows every other week. We're going to still continue doing our pay-per-view previews and reviews. Also the NXT specials as well. We'll still continue doing that as well. But it's more to refresh our minds, have more to talk about when we come back on the show, and not just talk about, the same old stuff that we always touch on. That way we have more things to talk about. Gives you guys more content and not the same old stuff every night. So, yeah. Is there anything you guys wanted to touch on about that?
Well, I just thought about this right now, but the only thing I didn't like about the matches between Jericho and Owens in the last couple of days, I don't know if y'all caught it, but every time when he did the Hurricanrana in both matches, Owens landed on his head both times.
Oh, right. Yeah, he did tonight. That's for sure.
He really did it on Payback. Like, I was like, holy crap. Like, I don't know if he tied wrong or what. That's the only thing I didn't like about the two matches. He dropped them on his head.
I think having this match spotlighted on SmackDown was much better than the Payback show, just because it worked better because it was more focused on them and building a story with them. Because Payback, it was the first match, and then it was wasn't really. I was just interested in their match, and then tonight, I mean, it worked better. I enjoyed the match, and maybe more for me because I'm not a big fan of the whole run-ins and matches. I like seeing clean finishes, and this match got a clean finish, and I liked it.
Mm-hmm. So we do appreciate everybody understanding us going every other week. Maybe, excuse me, maybe it changes from a month or two from now. Who knows? If we have like a monumental Raw and SmackDown, you're damn right we'll have a podcast that week. But right now, I mean, there's nothing really to touch on or talk about Raw and SmackDown. That if we have one that blows our mind, of course we'll chop on there. But I think that every other week will work out instead of having us come on every Tuesday night. We do appreciate all the followers, all the hearts, all the shares, all the follows on Twitter. Yeah, is there anything you guys want to touch on? Plus, I think it's perfect time. No show next week. They're going to be in London next week. So, spoilers of the Lord will be out before Raw.
I'll probably do them this weekend or something.
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to say, hey, we'll be off next week ahead of time. I'll probably pop on Periscope just to remind you guys and treat you guys as well. But other than that, I think that's going to end tonight's show. We want to appreciate all the 68 live viewers that popped in tonight, all the shares on Twitter, all the followers. Break from wrestling, just watch the highlights. Thank you, London. Yeah, there you go. Take a little night off from Monday Night Raw and from you are stupid. That's funny. Is there anything, guys? Also one more thing. When Justin leaves and I'm not able to make a show, Texas Kid will be the fill-in if Dave decides. If Dave decides to, it's up to Dave. If not, it'll be just Dave. But other than that, it'll be Texas Kid and Dave, and it'll be entertaining because these guys really do go at it sometimes. It's pretty funny. So, other than that, any guys y'all have anything to say before we end tonight's show?
Nope.
Dave?
No, that should be it.
All right. Other than if something monumental happens next week on Raw or SmackDown, we will be live in 2 weeks.
Tomorrow night is Hideo Itami and Roderick Strong, I believe.
Yeah, check out NXT. Appreciate everybody popping in. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Panama Zach, if you watch the replay, your package will be out later this week, so be on the standby. Remember, Money in the Bank will be the next giveaway. Will be our 1 year anniversary, huge for us, so hopefully everybody can join us and celebrate with us. Thank you, everybody, and y'all have a great night.